Aqua, welcome in. Welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie. I'm so happy to have you here. If this is your first time joining in, I hope you enjoy your message. If you do, please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment down below. I would love to know how you're doing. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your love and support. You make what I do possible. I love you to the moon and back. Thank you so much for letting me connect with you and for coming back, Aqua. We're going to go ahead and jump straight into your reading, okay? This is going to be a general reading. This is for, this is the mid-month for October reading. This is general, so this may not apply to your situation. If this is not your message, please do not force the details of your current experience into today's message, okay? If it doesn't apply, then it doesn't apply. For those of you that do resonate very strongly with today's message, though, I hope it provides you the clarity and guidance that you seek moving forward. We will be doing an extended reading after this reading, where we will go a little bit more in depth into any connecting energies here. We will also be doing like clarification into the long-term results of this energy between you and another person or without them. And kind of like X factors that come up during the reading, mysterious energies, people, opportunities, big decisions, tower moments, things of that nature. But at the end of the reading, we'll pinpoint exactly what we're going to go over in the extended. So hang around to see what we decide to read over on the other side. I will leave the link to the extended in the description box down below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section down below, along with a link to my personal booking system if you decide you'd prefer to instead have a personal reading done by me. Okay, so without further ado, Aqua, let's go ahead and dive right in, okay? Just like in the last reading that we did together, I went ahead and pulled from the Oracle myself, but you and I will be pulling from the Tarot together with clarifiers as needed, all right? So this is what I'm saying, Aqua. Things are improving, okay? Whether it's health, money, intimacy with somebody who you deeply care about, it's improving across the board. Like, there's some of you here that have been trying to have kids, right? You've been trying to get pregnant. I see that that's happening. Something was going on with the masculine energy in that dynamic. Either they were hesitant or maybe even physically there was some kind of health issue, but as a result of that changing, okay, as a result of that changing, now you guys are able to get pregnant, right? Or, you know, something that they were doing was having a ripple effect and affecting your health, and it was your health, but also partly their responsibility for what was happening there. That was the cause of not being able to get pregnant, and now you're able to get pregnant, like something like that. But coming back out on a more general sense, right? This child energy is coming through with the Lovers. This child energy obviously does not have to be a child or pregnancy. It could indicate a new beginning, right? Something that you and another person are jointly involved in. You and this person have a romantic relationship, right? You're physically involved to some extent. And surrounding that energy of togetherness is this feeling of a new opportunity now for you to make something great out of your union, right? So it's something that isn't the sole responsibility of one, it's the responsibility shared by the two of you, right? And that was also clarifying this mature man with toil and labor with poverty. So what we were saying a little while ago, there's a masculine energy here who may have been feeling for a while like he was spinning his wheels and getting nowhere. But that is changing. Okay? Either because there's, either because this person was not in union before with you or, with whoever this might apply to, and now they are, and that kind of reinvigorates them, right? Or they were with this person, but something now about the dynamics of the connection has changed. Right? So we have here, originally we have occupation being the core issue that we're connecting with. So occupation can quite literally be your job, your career, your side hobby, your side gig, whatever it is that you really enjoy doing with your time. Whether or not you do have enough time for it, you feel, you're starting to get into this feeling of making time for it. There is now more time. And here's the thing, for those of you who this is about your job, like if what you love to do and what you're good at and what you get paid for, all of that intersects and that happens to be what your day job is, you will be receiving a promotion, right? A promotion, a bonus, right, is what this feels like to me. Sudden wealth, it's a bonus for all of the hard work you've been putting into this project recently. You're going to be getting a bonus now, like something, it feels kind of unexpected, in the amount. it doesn't feel like I feel by this point, Aqua, you know how much you've been applying yourself to this, so that's not really in question. It's not like you didn't know at some point you were going to get a promotion. I think what's going to surprise you more than anything is this promotion or this bonus is going to be kind of like 3 to 4 times what the original number was expected to be. You get me? So for others of you though, this isn't career. This is just about the relationship itself. This is about you finally getting that feeling of your communication is beginning to deepen, right? You really enjoy talking to this person, right? You enjoy with this message and sudden wealth. It's like now you guys are reaching a whole new depth to your communication, to the discussions that you're having. There's a new level of richness where you're starting to plan for the future. You're starting to invest more in each other. You're really getting, you're kind of hitting your stride again in this relationship, right? You and this person. You're starting to hit your stride in this relationship where maybe you guys were out, were separated before and now you're together again, and that union has added a richness back into this masculine's life, and you as the feminine, right, are starting to feel, finally like all of the attraction and all of the hopes and the dreams are beginning to be realized. Yeah, because then you've got bad health, right? So this could be mental, physical, whatever this bad health, this could be indication of the status of your relationship with this person, your relationship to your job, just being very poor, right? Not happy to get up for it in the morning. You're just, something about it makes you sad. It's a big weight on your shoulders. But then you've got mature woman and change. So there's something, this mature woman can be someone in your job or someone kind of involved around the relationship, maybe, that she was having a negative influence, right? She was having a negative influence on your perception. This could be your boss, or this could be the person that could be like a mom. This doesn't feel like you per se, Aqua. Like if there were any issues here being caused by this feminine energy, it doesn't feel like you were doing that, because you were trying the whole time, is what I feel. And sorry, Aqua, for the lighting. It's coming in and out. It's like really cloudy today, so it's like gets dark and then gets really light, so I apologize for that. I know it's really annoying, but I mean, I can't do too much. If I open the curtains, we'll get blinded. Okay, so but this mature woman energy doesn't feel like you. If there was something bad going on in terms of like too much stress, too much anxiety, or frankly just someone who doesn't know how to do their job without causing misery to everyone around, this is more of like a boss. This is like a mother-in-law or a sister. This is someone who maybe just is like, they have a role to play, but they're doing too much. They're putting themselves where they really shouldn't be, or maybe they can be. Their role is supportive, but they're over involving, right? They're saying things in a way where they're not very. It's not gentle. Like you're almost getting a vibe from this person, like they're almost trying to hurt you, right? But something about this person is changing. Something about this environment. Either they're leaving the situation, or they're understanding where they have been an issue here, right? A contributing factor to the amount of stress being experienced in the situation, and they're beginning to change their tune. For others of you, this is you, right? This is you, and the fact that you have decided maybe to close the distance between you and this person, take a job that is closer to this individual, which creates this lover's scenario, this union, this new day, this new opportunity. You could have been the one to decide that, you know what, I'm really tired of being without this person. I'm tired of how much stress this provokes in my life. I'm just going to go ahead, pack a bag, and get close. And you know what? If it works out, great. And if it doesn't, I'll just come back. I mean, what else is there to lose? I'm already not feeling our current situation. I'm not feeling these circumstances. Let me just see what happens. Okay? But something surrounding this feminine energy is changing quite a lot, and it's for the better. For others, this is just the fact that whatever this new abundance is, this sudden wealth, whether it be intimacy, right? Whether it be closeness, whatever this new beginning is that has inspired this new day to rise between you and this person, or between you and this career path or your job or whatever this is, it's alleviated. Okay, it's alleviated the bad health. It's alleviated the stress. It's alleviated the anxiety. It's given you hope. It's given you optimism, a renewed faith in the situation, right? So further, we have with the other oracle, we have gratitude and appreciation with make a wish. So again, both are very, very good omens. Make a wish is pretty much saying like you can ask for anything right now, and it's all going to play to your hand. It's all going to play to your benefit. Make a wish, gratitude and appreciation. It's like This feels more of an energy where, let's put it this way, Aqua. If you haven't yet received this closeness to this person, all you have to do is wish for it and just be grateful for what you have now. And I think what's going to happen is by seeing how, for example, if you're not in union yet, by looking at how solid your relationship is over the long distance, if there's something inside is going to click and you're going to be like, you know what? How I feel when I'm with this person is actually, I can't buy this feeling anywhere else. Like, I'm so preoccupied with work and about, you know, this thing that I've built, when the truth is, I can't see my life without this person. Like, I would rather give up what I have over here first, because I feel like it's a fair trade if it means to be with the only person I can ever see myself with. So again, by putting it in perspective, right? By putting in perspective and really assessing where your heart lies, where your happiness lies, you know, you basically play an active part in manifesting this into your life. Now, if this is somebody, Aqua, that you realize you really enjoy being around, but you definitely have invested way too much into a particular situation or job or career to consider it a fair trade to give that up, right? Give that up to be with them, then obviously this is not pertaining to you. This isn't a sacrifice you'd be willing to make, and so this isn't your situation, right? But for some of you, for most of you, I'm seeing that being with this person really does mean more than anything, right? This really does mean more than anything. Either this is the romance or this is about the career, right? But the career here, nothing is happening, you know, in terms of career. I don't see that changing. What I'm seeing is by deciding to stay and stick things out, there is eventually a promotion, a higher level reached, and abundance received, right? And something about that has allowed you and a masculine energy to carry on in a way that is healthier and promotes union, right? So take the details as they resonate, because I am seeing kind of like 2 or 3 different storylines here. But overall, things are renewing. Things are renewing. Things like, this is somebody who you have history with, but things are, you're beginning to, I don't know, I feel like on both of your parts, it's like some kind of gap in between has begun to bridge. And before that, things were just too hard to carry on, where you almost wanted to leave a situation, which is normal. But it's like, it wasn't that you guys weren't trying, right? Most of the time you have somebody here who is just not expressing themselves and they're just not trying. You guys were both trying, but it was just like distance or timing, like something just, or another person trying to involve themselves, you know? But it's like now that interference has been removed, and now you're able to carry on like normal, and then some, right? Now you're able to really explore the depths of this, the potential of this. So we also have difficulty in the beginning with increase, which talks about expansion, right? Expansion and growing pains. Now, take note of the imagery here, right? You've got a baby. So again, going back to, for those of you who really wanted to begin a family or to expand your family with this person and were having a hard time, either because you guys were just far apart distance-wise, or you've been trying and haven't been able to conceive, I feel like that is changing, because this is a lot of fertility. This is about pregnancy, okay? With growing pains, this feels like first child, right? You're not sure how to manage the pregnancy. It's a lot of readjusting. That's not the kind of feeling you go through when you're having your second or third, right? This feels like exciting, new, you know, you're not really sure what's happening. For others of you, this is just, again, about that brand new beginning. There is something here that at first is going to be unfamiliar, kind of like uncharted territory. You're not sure how to balance the new set of elements in your life now, right? How to have this person involved, or how to have all these different moving pieces that make up your relationship and your connection, the distance, the driving, the travel. Now you have to get a new job. Now they have to get a new job, making new friends, things like that. Now it's like a juggling act. And in the beginning, it's going to be a little uncomfortable because you're stretching beyond what's comfortable. But this is the beginning of something new. This is the beginning of something that's going to make you feel renewed. Right? It's going to revive your energy. You're going to become excited again, feel inspired. You and this person, it's going to be almost like, I'm seeing like is you're going to feel like giddy teenagers, right? You're going to feel romantic, right? It feels like all I'm seeing is the sun. All I'm seeing is the sun. It's going to feel warm and vital and a new day, right? Fertile. It's just exciting. You guys are going to be able to start reaching out and engaging in different plans that you've always wanted to make, making new friends, trying things out for the first time. You're just excited because the environment now has changed to accommodate the kind of relationship you've always wanted. This feels very long distance. This feels long distance for a good number of you, right? Because some kind of gap is being closed, either physically or emotionally, right? So you guys come out of this plateau emotionally, where now you're vulnerable, you're opening up, you guys are honest with each other, and now that feels good. Or physically, you were apart for a long time, and now you are coming back into union, and that feels good, because there's an understanding that to have bridged this gap, to actually make this work, a lot had to go into this. You guys had to both play a part, and the fact that you did, both of you, speaks volumes about how the person you're connecting with feels about you. Because you can want it, meet them in the middle, and they don't have to meet you in the middle, and then you're left in the middle feeling kind of dumb for trying. But they met you in the middle because they want this too. So it's like that realization that you are loved, right? So the Knight of Swords is wanting to come out. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy this is the person that you could be connecting with. But for me, this feels like speed. This feels like now that all of the pieces have come together, now that you guys are together, or now that you have more money, or now that you have evidence here that the way you've been investing your time and energy is really, it's correct, right? You're finally seeing the results of your effort, right? So let's see. Celtic cross for Aqua, please. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. I know, guys, the lighting is like super dramatic. I apologize. I apologize. I so apologize. Okay, Aqua, please, Aqua. One more, and then a cut. Overarching energy, Six of Swords. So overcoming some really disorganized, chaotic way of thinking. You've been very unnerved for a while about all of this, right? You've been under the impression that things will not work out, but now your faith is being restored in what the potential of this looks like. You've been waiting a while is what it feels like. Oh yes. Your current energy is the Chariot. Could be connected with a Cancer as well for some of you. Okay, but you're definitely ready to move forward, determined, ambitious, ready. Yeah, so the only thing that is blocking you is this feeling of taking a risk. For some of you, if you are connecting with other people who are interfering, the interference is coming from either an Aries or somebody who is just very reckless, very rash. They don't think before they speak. They throw themselves into anything. They're just very impulsive. They're not thinking about how their actions or what they say affect other people. They feel like it, so they just do it. And it's been very irresponsible here. It's actually affected quite a lot, and that's the block here. For others, it's about the fact that this was a risk that you were afraid of taking, but you're now taking it. Like, you're determined, and physically you're just still in contemplation a little bit about whether you feel prepared to make this jump. On your mind is this Ace of Pentacles. Absolutely. Ace of Pentacles on your mind. New beginning, potential. In your heart space, you have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so you could be just taking the higher ground. There's something here that you want to fight for, something here that you're not willing to give up. In the recent past, you have the High Priestess, connecting with your intuition. Again, for others of you, this could have been a third-party individual, someone who's been working, operating from the shadows. If this is third party, this is the person that has been interfering between you and your partner, getting things on the ball. If this was long distance, for example, this is somebody that maybe your person was connecting with outside of the relationship, but you're confident that now that the distance has been closed, right? This changes things, right? But I feel more than anything, this is about communication. I feel like this energy of the High Priestess was about you guys really not disclosing everything, right? Your emotions, your thoughts. You weren't really saying everything, or at the very least, there were still a lot of unknowns. Maybe you guys weren't purposely holding back information, but the fact that you weren't in the same physical vicinity meant that there was a lot being left unsaid. But finally, realizing that when it came down to whether or not you guys were going to see each other again, the answer was, yeah, we are. And the action that you took towards making it happen, it was like reassurance that you guys are on the same page, even though you're not talking every day about it, right? Coming in, you've got the King of Wands. So coming in for some of you, this is a fire sign that you're connecting with. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could have this very heavy in your chart as well, Aqua. But this is about getting closer. There's a passion here, right? You can have all the resource in the world, all the desire in the world. You could have the plan completely mapped out, and it won't matter if you don't have the passion and the energy to actually bring it to creation, bring it into fruition, manifest. There's a reason that we have the 4 elements. They all have a role to play. Missing one, then you don't have the big picture, right? So now where action was missing, now it's coming in. Now it's playing a role. Somebody here is taking those steps and making what they want and what they desire come to pass. Someone here is in the 4 of Swords energy. So someone here is just taking a quick break. It feels like up to this point, a lot has been invested. And before this leap is taken, before this next step is really, before this next step is taken, it's you in particular, or whoever this energy is feeling like, whoever's making this change, because this could be the person that you're connecting with too, Aqua. But it feels here like this is someone just anticipating. Someone taking a quick break while they anticipate how they should go about this transition, how to go about this next phase. Right, so in the environment, you have this, again, another air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, right? Could have that very strong in your chart as well. But in the environment, someone here is gathering intel, right? Someone here is curious about how to proceed. I feel like this is you. Whoever this is that's in the 4 of Swords energy, this is their energy. This is their energy. Okay, trying to figure out the details, hash out the details. There's a fear here that inactivity will definitely bring an end to this, and I do see that that is correct, because union is desired between the both of you, and it's precisely the reason things have improved. For those of you where this is finance, right? Again, it's just that, you have been so driven. You've been so driven that maybe by now you've decided, you know what, enough is enough. I'm just going to ask for the promotion. Right? I'm just going to ask for the promotion, or, I'm going to go ahead and fill out the application and ask for that position. Something like that. Initiative is taken, right? Initiative is taken because there's an understanding now that if you don't act, right? If you don't act, then the opportunity will be fleeting, which it is. This is temporary. Knight of Swords is coming back up again. Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups, 10 of Cups in your clarifiers. So there are definitely multiple people here. Okay, there are multiple people. For some, this is a 3-party situation, right? For some, there is a 3-party situation, but I feel like that is being left alone. I feel like that is being left alone now. If there was a 3-party situation, that's no longer the case, because something in the dynamic has changed. Something in the dynamic has changed. Someone's made a decision that the 3-party situation is not what they want, and they are they're shifting their focus back to the connection that means most to them, right? But for others of you, this is really just about all these different energies. Fast movement, communication, making up your mind, and expressing yourself finally. Realizing that at the end of the day, what you want is fulfillment, and you can't get that from being so far away, or you can't get that by constantly, working all the time, or, expecting the person you're with to read your mind. There's an understanding that you have to shift your focus, which is exactly why the Six of Swords is your overarching energy here. Okay? So let's see who or what is this King of Wands coming in, right? For your near future. Okay. Whoa. Oh, hey there, Emperor. What's going on? Okay. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, Aqua. I'm literally sweating my buns off, and I had to turn down the AC a little bit. Okay, so where were we? Clarifying the King of Wands. For some of you, you are connecting very strongly with an Aries, okay? Very strongly. For others of you, this is you, right? You have fire in your chart, possibly Aries, doesn't have to be. It's just this, it's the energy that you are embodying, okay? Regardless of sign. It's the fact that you are more action-oriented and you're not afraid to pursue what you desire. Because you've got the Ace of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Emperor. So for some of you, this is about... The Devil here, for me as a reader, this energy is feeling like self-deception, right? That feeling of being trapped mentally, like as if your options are few and far between. So you're coming into this space now with the Emperor energy, with this King of Wands, realizing that, you know what? Every now and then I'm going to have doubts, but that's beside the point. Who do I choose to be at the end of the day? Am I going to be the person that's complaining about all the options that I'm not getting? Right? Am I going to be that person that's talking about all the things I wish I had, but I'm not doing anything actively towards achieving it? Am I going to be that guy? Or am I going to be the one that's saying, you know what, this is what I want and I'm going to get it? Oh, but it's going to take you 4 months. It's going to take you 4 years. You're like, I get it. But in 4 years, where would I rather be? 4 years still talking about how I want this, or 4 years having already achieved it? You get me? Like there's an understanding here that it doesn't matter. That time is going to come and go. If you want it, you need to work for it. Patience is key. That Devil energy may haunt you every now and then and bring down your self-esteem or your self-idea, but not anymore. For those of you, this is learning about how to be a team player, but learning that you actually have a lot more authority in the situation than you thought you did. And that could be in love or career. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Okay. But yeah, this is about you understanding your authoritative position in this workplace, in this job, in this connection. The responsibility is within you, right? The accountability for whether things work out or not, really it's on you to show up. It's not on everyone else to do your work for you. If you want to play a part in this, then you have to show up. You have to play a role. You have to want it just as bad as everyone else, right? So your potential outcome here is the Five of Pentacles. All right, so we're going to go ahead and clarify this because I feel like this is you coming out of this energy. You're coming out of this energy, I feel, of being alone, isolated, not having enough financially, right? So what is this Five of Pentacles, please? Let's see, what is this Five of Pentacles? The Wheel of Fortune, changing. Your fortune is changing. Timing is better now to pull yourself out of this. Distance could be closing. Two of Swords, exactly. One more card, please. That's the Five of Wands. Internal conflict coming out. Queen of Cups. One more, please. A lot of people, though, guys. I have to say. All right, you got Leo very strong. Aries, Cancer. But you've got, you know, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the King of Wands, the Page of Swords. You got a lot of people here. But I feel like these are different energies you're embodying, Aqua. You might have Gemini strong in your chart too, to be honest. Very multi-dimensional. Page of Cups now. Justice, so Libran energy. But yeah, this is about cutting out the BS, essentially. It's cutting out the BS. You're learning how to... You're learning how what you do affects your emotional state. That's what's happening, Aqua. So how you feel, you can stay there perpetually. If you feel like you're emotional, if you feel like emotionally you're just perpetually in this hell until you do something about it, that's not going to change. And I feel like that's what you're learning here. All right, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. For me, this feels like emotional staleness, right? Emotional, just not going anywhere. So if this isn't a connection, there wasn't very much intimacy, there wasn't an exchange of affection too often, that's changing. Whatever this was, it was making you feel isolated and separate from this person, or there could have been an actual separation. But it was because one or both people were not willing to do what it took to be together or to bridge that gap, whether emotional or physical. And now that is changing, either because financially there are now means to be able to make it happen, right? Or just the fact that someone here has realized that the untapped potential here is their desire to make it happen and the action that they put behind what they're saying. Having a plan but no action to execute just makes it a plan. Nothing comes from just having it written down. You have to actually put it into practice. So someone here is learning that, or at the very least, you know, they knew that in theory, but now they're putting it into practice. With the Page of Cups and Justice, right? This is about really capitalizing on that inspiration. The Page of Cups is very flirty, very new to the scene, right? They're showing up and they're ready to party. They're ready to do what it takes for love. They're ready to, you know, do what it takes to gain the creative edge. Whatever it is, this person is just, they're fresh, they're new, they've shown up with a pocket full of ideas and they're ready to get the ball rolling. With Justice, there's an understanding that you get what you give. You get what you give. And so you're showing up with this fresh new energy because you realize that if you want fresh and new, then you need to bring that fresh and new energy. You can't show up doing the same stuff that you've been doing and expect something different. That's called insanity, literally. So you realize someone has found the secret. Someone has found the secret. They've realized that this was actually the core issue that was bleeding into everything else. They have taken initiative. They are holding themselves accountable for what they haven't been doing and all of the non-participating that they've been doing. And they're actually participating now in a way that is really adding value to this connection. Because there's a new day here, right? You guys are at the cusp of something brand new. Even if new connection, old connection, it doesn't matter. There was something here that wasn't working and now it is. Someone's become accountable. They're starting to apply themselves. Physical distance has been you know, you guys are bridging that gap. You know, monetarily now there's a resource to be able to bring union, okay? So whatever this is, it's going to be a little bit different at first because it does feel like someone may have had to compromise something to make it happen, but it feels like it's a fair trade. It doesn't feel like an unnecessary sacrifice. No one's arm was bent in order to make this happen. Someone was willing to participate in the process, right? So again, all these people, but I feel like this is just different dimensions, different faces that you might be wearing, Aquarius, different personalities and feelings that you're going through, right? But Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups, again, it's decision, it's decisiveness, it's swift action, it's expressing your feelings. You're not afraid of the delivery anymore. If you're gonna love someone, you're gonna love them hard, right? You're gonna love them with all your might, and if you want the 10 of Cups, go get it. If the 10 of Cups is there, and the person is saying, I love you, but I don't have the flexibility in my career to be closer to you, but you do, you're saying, you know what? To me, this is a trade that I would make 1,000,000 times over. To wake up next to you, to have a child with you, to have a family with you, to have a life that we're building together with you, right? And you can't move closer to me because you just can't, but I can. My pride might take a hit, right? But I really don't care because at the end of the day, this does feel like a fair trade. Because on my deathbed, I'm not going to be, you know, if I can't have you, on my deathbed, I'm not going to be thinking to myself, oh, I'm so happy at this job that I preserved at the expense of the love of my life. You're going to think, I'm so dumb because at this point, like right now, I could have this person by my side, but I chose my work over that person. And now where am I? And if that's not the way you think, Aqua, then this is not your message. Okay? Because the person I'm connecting with, the people I'm connecting with, truly do value the person that they are connecting with and feel reciprocated in that respect. They do feel like for them to just not nurture this, it would be saying no to a lifetime deal. Okay? So Aqua, let's see. So the person that you're connecting with, we're going to go ahead and investigate how they feel, what they desire moving forward with you, right? What their intentions are toward you. We are going to see, we're going to get advice. We're going to see how you can best manifest this moving forward, right? And we're going to see what the long-term outcome will be between you and this person. And we'll see what this Aries energy is that's blocking you, this obstacle, right? We'll see if this is a person or if this is just the way you're feeling about how to take the risk. We'll get some advice around how to overcome this Fool energy as the obstacle, okay? So Aqua, thank you so much for being with me. I hope that you really took a lot from this reading. I hope it provided you the clarity and guidance that you seek moving forward. If you felt like this was helpful, please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave a comment down below. If you want to join me over the extended, the link will be down below as well as pinned to the top of the comment section. If you would like a personal reading, the links are also below in the description box and on the top of the comment section below. And I'm going to go ahead and hop on over there now. I hope to see you, but if not, and this is where we are done together, I will see you in the next series of readings, okay? I love you with all of my heart, Aqua. Thank you for letting me connect with you, and until next time, mwah, I love you. Bye.